Hey, I get it when you're looking at a brand new fridge and you've got a kitchen that's already full of dishes, containers, and a couple of leftover pizza boxes. The idea of dumping a 30 cubic foot monster into that space feels both exciting and terrifying. You keep hearing about smart fridges that can tell you when you're low on milk, or that have an ice maker that never quits, but the real question is, will any of that actually make your daily routine smoother, or will it just sit there, taking up a lot of space you could have used for something else? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video I'm going to walk through the LG LRMVS3006S, a French door fridge with InstaView glass, a dual ice system, and ThinQ connectivity, and help you decide whether it's a good fit for your household or a pricey misstep. First off, the biggest thing that makes this model stand out is the sheer interior volume. 30 cubic feet isn't just a number on a spec sheet, it translates into a grocery run that actually works. Imagine you've got a family of 4, you do a weekly shop, and you bring home a few days' worth of fresh produce, a big rotisserie chicken, a stack of yogurt, and a couple of gallon milk jugs. In a smaller fridge you'd end up stacking those items, squishing the lettuce under a mountain of cartons, and then you're constantly opening the door to find that the cold air has escaped and your produce wilts quicker. With the LG LRMVS3006S, you get a large, open main compartment where items can sit on separate shelves, and because the doors open wide thanks to the French door design, you can actually see everything without digging. That's a real advantage when you're trying to keep an eye on ingredients you'll need for the week's meals. One of the first features you'll notice is the InstaView panel. It's a glass door that lights up when you knock twice, letting you peek inside without opening the whole door. In practice, this can shave off a few seconds a day that add up over time. For example, I'm a morning person who likes to grab a banana and a coffee as I'm rushing out the door. With a regular fridge, I have to open the door, pull out a shelf, find the banana, then close it again. Cold air escapes, the fridge works a little harder, and the fridge makes a tiny whirring noise that's pretty irritating in a quiet house. With InstaView, I just tap the glass, get a quick glance, and I'm sure the bananas are still there. That's especially useful if you have kids who constantly rummage around. The downside is that the glass panel is a bit more delicate than a plain stainless door. You have to be careful with sharp objects or cleaning chemicals, otherwise you could end up with scratches that affect the look. Now, let's talk about the dual ice makers. LG markets this as an advanced ice production system that gives you both cubed ice and gourmet craft ice, those larger, slow-melt cubes you see in high-end bars. In real life, the benefit shows up when you're entertaining. If you're hosting a small gathering, you can pour a pitcher of sangria and have a steady flow of ice without waiting for a single ice maker to catch up. The two-zone system also means one compartment can be set to a colder temperature for meat or fish, while the other stays at a more moderate fridge setting for fruits and leftovers. The flexibility is handy if you're a serious home chef who needs a dedicated meat drawer that stays colder than the rest of the fridge. On the tech side, LG's ThinQ platform syncs the fridge with your smartphone. You get temperature alerts, energy usage stats, and even a door open notification if someone forgets to close it. For most families, this is a nice PC off mind feature. The app also runs diagnostic checks, so if the freezer starts getting frost or the ice maker malfunctions, you'll get a heads up before it becomes a full-blown problem. The catch: the app can be a little finicky. Some users report that the notifications lag a bit, and you have to make sure your Wi-Fi signal reaches the kitchen. If you're not comfortable with a lot of app interaction, you might find that you never use ThinQ, making it a feature you're paying for but not using. What about energy consumption? A 30-cuft fridge typically draws more power than a 20-cuft model, but LG claims this unit is Energy Star certified and uses inverter compressors that adjust speed based on demand. In everyday use, the energy bill does see a modest uptick compared to a smaller fridge, but the difference isn't huge. If you're mindful about electricity costs, you'll want to consider whether you need that extra space or if a slightly smaller model would meet your needs. The real value comes from buying less food that spoils because you finally have room to keep items organized, which can offset that.